My 100th video! So I figure that with all the controversy and debate about this diet, I would talk about what exactly the diet is and how it's working. Why does it work? Well, first I want to reflect on this 5 years I've been doing this. It's hard to believe. But not a day goes by that I don't feel grateful.
The daylight's breaking again, and I can hardly believe I want to do it all over again. Wrong again.
80-10. The 80-10-10 diet refers to 80% carbohydrates, 10% protein, and 10% fat. The last two are maximums, and that's all averaged out over a year's period. You don't have to get those every single day. Now I bring up these things because some people don't even know these facts, and I can understand the confusion. The official 80-10-10 diet is about getting those macronutrients from fruit. Most of your food would be fruit, plenty of lettuce, and a small amount of anything else, and you can easily stay in those percentages. It works. But how does it work? Well, we'll start with protein. That's not where we usually start. Ironically, pro means first. It was like the first thing they discovered. That's what we're made out of. That's why they call it protein. So they say that 10% is too low. And at the same time, you have 80-10-10ers who are just running. Well, there's many reasons for this. First reason, you know, all those trolls on the internet where I was saying the body doesn't need as much protein as they say. Well, those people are right. For one thing, the RDAs are not a scientific number. They're meant to cover all of the bases. And they even double it, just to be on the safe side. Let's do some actual math. See, 10% protein and 2,000 calorie diet. So 10% of 2,000 calories is 200 calories, which is 50 grams of protein. Now, the RDA is in the 60s, which is of course too much. Now the World Health Organization, they recommend about 40. I've been averaging about 42 grams of protein for the last 5 years. And I have no problems with protein. I'm able to lift weights. Lifting weights wears out the muscles. But over 5 years, I'm stronger than I was at the beginning. All those athletic 80-10-10ers out there, they eat more than 2,000 calories because they need more than that for the exercise. So they get anywhere from 45 to 65 grams of protein a day. Another thing to bring up is the amino acid pool, which a lot of people still don't even know about. This is why plant foods do not have to contain a good mix of amino acids, because the body collects them in a pool and has like 24 hours to use them, connect them with other amino acids from other plants. Another thing is something I learned way back like 6 years ago. I was lucky to find it. It is called amino acid recycling. And that's pretty much as it sounds. When the cells are always breaking down, and the body actually recycles the protein. Maybe a lot's not known about this, but it could be that the body is reusing most of the protein that it has indefinitely, to where you would hardly need to eat any protein because the body keeps on recycling the same protein. The next big issue with this diet is fat. When opponents criticize the diet, they think of it as just about no-fat diet. And that's because people think of fruits and vegetables as having no fat. And this is something our society does. And the experts don't help. They tend to oversimplify these foods. They put them into categories as fat foods, carb foods, protein foods. Even meat is called protein. Well, it's half fat, but you don't want to call it that. The facts are, every single food contains all three macronutrients: protein, fat, and carbs. Now in 80-10-10, the 10% fat comes out to about 20 grams of fat. You know, no one ever says, why is 20 grams of fat not enough? It is. So after 5 years discussing 80-10-10 with people, hundreds of people, I can see now that it's just a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of those in the nutrition field. Well, there's also politics involved, money involved. So when you look at all the facts together, which opponents don't do, because they don't know all the stuff I know, for instance. Studying this diet is a fun activity for me. But if they're against the diet, they're never going to do all the studying I've done. Some good evidence and facts, like living examples. People lifting weights, actually gaining muscle on this low protein diet. Blood tests, dentist visits, great result. There's plenty of science behind this diet, but there's also nature, which I like to focus on. Not just nature, the natural plant world up there, the animals, but our very own nature points right to fruit. So when you look at all this together, it is irrefutable. Can it be smellable? She used to look good to me, but now I find it simply irresistible. The proof is irrefutable. Simply irresistible. And eating a fruit-based raw diet really frees up your life, your schedule. On a regular diet, you have to prepare in advance. But let's say I'm going out somewhere, that would be kind of hard to prep something while I'm getting ready to go out. It's a couple less things to do. I just grab some ripe fruit, put it in a container, and put it in the car. And I can eat while I'm out doing stuff. It doesn't need to be cooked, it doesn't need to be kept cold. And sometimes I'm so busy, I forget to eat. But that's okay, because I can just make up for it later, because fruit digests really quick. And so it really is kind of simple in that regard. Thanks for watching this video. I'm going to be making some more videos about 80-10-10. So please subscribe to keep up with those videos. And please give my video a thumbs up. After you click that, a bunch of icons appear, and that's for sharing this video with places like Facebook or wherever you're a member of. And I'll be back in 2 days with another 80-10-10 video. Looking for better health, freedom for yourself, but you don't seem far away. And to the internet return, you just found a better